Dan Houser has finally properly spoken about GTA 6. The man who built the stories and created the unforgettable worlds along with his brother Sam. For the first time ever, Dan didn't write the upcoming GTA.
Hey.
Dan Houser, the co-creator of Grand Theft Auto, sat down with IGN and later with Lex Friedman, and the stuff he said changes how we should all look at this game. He talks about launch pressure, why Vice City makes perfect sense, and what it feels like to watch someone else continue your life's work. If you love GTA even in the tiniest bit, this is worth hearing. On stage, Dan was asked how it'll feel to play GTA 6 without knowing every inch of it. His answer was simple.
I wrote the last 10 or 11 of them, so I think the world's probably had enough GTA from me. It's not going to be a story that I wrote or a character set that I developed. I think it's going to be exciting. The game will be great, I'm sure.
That line hit hard, because he's the reason GTA stories feel human and are as complex, immersive, and well-tied as they are. He said in the past that they always tried to make worlds that say something about America. Its insanity, its hypocrisy, its humor. And that's still the core of GTA 6. I bet Michael Unsworth, Rupert Humphreys, and the new talents that joined the writing team had done an excellent job on the GTA 6 script, and it's going to blow our mind regardless. It's safe to assume that Dan left us some worthy successes before leaving Rockstar. Even if Dan's gone, the world he built still runs on his DNA.
Game,
I'm on for being old.
Being old.
Take Houser out of Rockstar, but there's still one more Houser left.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Sam. When Lex Friedman asked what launch week feels like, Dan explained how he handled expectation.
I was pretty good at compartmentalizing. I feel like a terrible fraud, but I haven't been found out yet. Just do my best and hopefully I won't be found out this time. If you don't want to go insane, or if I didn't want to go insane, I couldn't sit there and worry about financial results.
That's how much weight GTA carries. Back then, he said the team would go sleepless for days, terrified of what fans would think. Now, imagine being outside that storm, watching from a distance while millions wait for a game you once would have written. Dan didn't sound bitter, more like proud, but tired. He knows the pressure those developers are under because he lived it. He called GTA 4 very pressured after the hot coffee fallout and company stress. Red Dead 2, even rougher.
We were behind schedule, we were over budget so much I didn't want to think about it. You're making a game about a cowboy dying of TB and the game's not coming together. Turns out a lot of people doubt you at that moment. It's not that fun.
Dan also had a really good answer for why GTA is such a big product in entertainment and why it never gets stale.
Because they don't come out that regularly. And I think we did a really good job of constantly innovating within what the IP was.
Okay, let's talk why Vice City. Dan tells us how GTA Vice City from 2002 pulled from Scarface, Miami Vice, and their own 80s childhoods. What's insane is that the time difference between the 80s and the release of Vice City wasn't as big as the time gap between Vice City and the release of GTA 6.
What I realized quite a while ago, unfortunately, was that we made that game and it was set, I think, in 86. And we made it in 2002, so it's 16 years after. And now it's way past 16 years since Vice City came out.
But here's the real point. Dan says there's a reason GTA keeps circling Miami, New York, Los Angeles. These aren't just your regular cities, but the cornerstones of America. And that's why GTA works so well there. You've got glitz and yachts sitting on top of crime and corruption. You've got immigrants and insane wealth crammed into the same few blocks. That mix gives you satire on a silver platter. It lets GTA do what it does best.
I swallowed that nose ring in the 90s.
And when Lex asks about London, Dan's blunt. For a full GTA, Americana is baked into the IP. Guns, larger-than-life characters, the whole exaggerated American lens. You can do a cute one-off in London, sure, but the core GTA flavor hits hardest in the US. So if you're wondering why Vice City again, it's not nostalgia. It's because Miami naturally feeds GTA's tone. Beautiful on the surface, rotten underneath. Perfect playground.
There's a reason why GTA kept coming back to Miami, New York, Los Angeles. I think they're all very good for exactly what you laid out. You know, you could say, move it to any of those and it would work.
When asked about stepping away from Grand Theft Auto, Dan's honest. It's bittersweet. He worked on GTA for 20 plus years, wrote the last 10 to 11 entries, and now he's watching from the seats like us. That's weird and sad and exciting at the same time.
Letting go of something, I worked on it for like 20 odd years. So of course, letting go of that is a big change and sad in a way.
He also makes a sharp distinction. GTA games are standalone stories. Red Dead feels different to him. It's a 2-game arc. If someone else continued that, he says, it might sting more. That tells you how he thinks about his work. GTA is an anthology. Red Dead is a novel.
Each of the games was a kind of standalone story. It's not quite the same as I think probably it would be in some ways sadder if someone continued on Red Dead.
And if you've ever finished Red Dead 2 and felt empty, Dan explains why. During development, they live with these characters for 7, 8 years. Then they have to let go or they can't move forward. That closing the book feeling we get as players, they chase that on purpose. Rockstar wants you to feel like you're saying goodbye to a person. That's why every protagonist is so special. I swear, if Rockstar does something to Jason or Lucia, it'll wreck me for a year. So here's where we land. Dan didn't write GTA 6. He's cool with that, and he thinks the game will be great. And honestly, I think it'll be great too. It's not like Dan hadn't talked to his successors before he left. His genius poured into other writers, and I'm sure they will carry on the legacy better than ever. It might be a bit of a gamble, but new stories always feel like that, don't they? Every time you do something new, it's a gamble. But the thing with Rockstar is, they don't gamble. They always hit the jackpot.
Well, look who's back.
My question for you guys, are you excited for the new writers, or are you sad about the fact Dan wasn't at the pen with GTA 6? Or maybe both? Tell me below. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and welcome to our community. Really glad to have you. This is Leonora Man saying, this is Leonora Man, and I'll see you in the next one.
It's over!